The NBA released its second-half schedule on Wednesday, and the Los Angeles Lakers have one of the 5 toughest remaining slates based on current opponent winning percentages. That's somewhat deceiving, though. After playing a West-heavy schedule over the first half, 18 of their 31 post-All-Star games will come against the much weaker Eastern Conference, where literally one game in the loss column is all that separates the current 5-11 seeds. Translation: a bunch of bad Eastern Conference teams spent the first half of the season balancing results by playing one another, leaving 7 teams within 2 games of a .500 record. Those records will drop precipitously once those teams embark on the West-heavy portion of their schedule. As that happens, the strength of the Lakers' remaining schedule on paper will start to better reflect the actual difficulty of their remaining opponents. Here are the Lakers' 36 post-All-Star matchups. At first glance, it looks like the Lakers play 19 home games and 17 road games over their final 36, but 2 of those road games are against the Clippers, so no travel. Throw in 2 games against the Sacramento Kings and 1 against the Golden State Warriors, and LeBron and Co. won't have to leave the state of California for 66% of their second-half games, 24 of 36. Also, look at the opportunity the Lakers have to get out of the second-half gate quickly, with just 6 of their first 21 post-All-Star games coming against teams that currently own a winning record. What's more, they could have Anthony Davis back for 18 of those first 21 games. If his current timeline for return holds, he could be back against the Hornets on March 18th. Let's also talk about the 8 back-to-backs the Lakers will face in the second half. That sounds like a lot. They had 5 in the first half, but look at the broadcast designations next to those 8 consecutive dates. Only one of the back ends is set to air on national TV, which presents an opportunity to rest LeBron and/or Davis without much fuss. What's more, you can see that half of the 8 back-to-backs come over the final 14 days of the season, from May 2 to 3 Toronto, Denver, to May 16 to 17 Indiana, New Orleans, to close the season. If the Lakers can make hay over that inviting opening stretch, the blueprint is there to be able to pace their way into the playoffs on the home stretch, particularly with their final week of games at home. 2 implications here: if LeBron wants to make an MVP push, the soft second-half start is a chance to pile up wins, which are going to be the lifeblood of his campaign if the Lakers can get the No. 1 seed, or at least finish above the Los Angeles Clippers, which they will have every opportunity to do with 4 combined games involving those teams remaining. It'll be interesting to see how hard the Lakers and Clippers work to avoid each other in the second round. If the playoffs were to start today, that's where they'd meet as the 2 to 3 seeds.